Bookmates, it's that time of year again when Twisted Wonderland wants to suck out all the cash out of our pockets. Cards and dreams for triple spooky banner. Another year of Halloween. Yay! This time featuring 3 of our favorite house wardens, Azul, Iddia, and Malleus. All at once. I hope everyone has really good luck this year. I know I have not. And that's without taking into account the whole platinum bullshit 100-year anniversary. But anyway, thank you all for coming and seeing this video, if you are even seeing it. Now let's just get on with it with each of the masquerades. We'll be going into making a team for each of them based on their buddy bonuses and duels. Just like always, y'all know the drill. Let's start in order. Masquerade Azul, our silver-haired tsundere crybaby capitalist, is back with a swanky masquerade outfit ready to boogie and laugh at everyone else, especially Floyd and Jade, for missing out. He's a balanced Flora Aqua unit with his stats going to 9,369 HP at level 80 and 4,458 attack at level 80. At level 100 is 10,962 HP with 5,216 power. And at level 110, 11,745 HP with 5,589 power. Sure, he looks like he tanks more than he hits, but his spells more than make up for it. An Aqua Wave with a minor power boost, 2 modest power boosts for 3 turns on his spell 1. A Leaf Shot that turns into 4 Strike at max with Jamil Duel. And a Fire Shot 2 with a minor HP regen that also gains a damage cut at level 10 on his spell 3 for all those Azul lovers looking for a reason to wail him out. His buddy bonuses are Leona, minor HP boost, Ruji, minor power boost, and his dual buddy Jamil with a modest HP boost, making him a solidly tanky unit that can still hit well. Like always, let's focus on the buddy bonuses. For Jamil, he has 2 options. Masquerade Jamil and Apprentice Chef Jamil. You have one for a defensive squad, Masquerade Jamil, and offensive squad, Apprentice Chef Jamil. For Ruji, his options are Dorm Ruji for a defensive squad. Sadly, there isn't much in the cards for Ruji in the attack area. So yeah, you're probably better off with a Dorm Ruji unless you don't mind that one-off Flora card. Because if not, then you could be good with the Vargas Camp Ruji. As for Leona, the only real options are Ceremonial Robes Leona, unless you will for King Garb Leona or Tsum Tsum Leona to get their spell 3. And even then, they're both defensive unit. He has no offensive options for Azul. For Octo Twerp, Leona really just doesn't want to work with you. For the last member, going by each of the options I've mentioned, the best option would probably be a Beanstay Jack for attack. Sadly, again, Jack has the opposite problem as Leona, not having a defensive unit for Azul. So while we try to make 2 squads since he's a balanced unit, because, well, balanced, he can go offense or defense, sadly, we really only have 1, which is a really decent hybrid of both, which is technically better since it highlights both his defensive and offensive capabilities. Masquerade Azul, Beanstay Jack, Dorm Ruji, or Camp Ruji, based on preference. Same for Masquerade Jamil and Chef Jamil. Although personally, I go Dorm Ruji and Masquerade Jamil with Ceremonial Robes Leona. Unless you wailed for Tsum Tsum Leona. Out of the 2, I'd say that's the one more worth it compared to the other one. And that should be it for Azul. And sadly, it does not get easier. While the 3 boys are extremely amazing, like, it's probably 3 top popular fucking house wardens, not counting Leona. They gave them all some weird ass buddy bonuses, I'll tell you what. Moving on to our favorite Neat. He's a defensive double water unit with 9,896 HP at level 80, 11,605 at level 100, and 12,979 HP at level 110. Meanwhile, for his attack, he has 4,251 at level 80, 4,961 at level 100, and 5,310 at level 110. Now for the best part, Iddia is now the newest double aqua unit. You'll have to see it. You just love to see more units who have two of the same spell element. God, I know I do. And he has 2 water spells plus a flora spell on his third spell. And his water 2 spell duels with Ipo. His first spell has a major power drain, minor to major from level 1 to 10. And his spell 3 has a minor to major power boost of the same vein. With his spell 2 being a water shot 2 that turns into water wave 2 that, as I mentioned, duels with Ipo. At the very least, Iddia probably got the better deal when it comes to his buddy bonuses, even though they're still kind of wonky, since he had some decent options, since his buddy bonuses are Ipo, Twst, and Kaleem. We already got a decent Twst that goes well with Iddia, especially with duels with Star Sending Twst and Birthday Jacket Twst, Aqua Flora and Aqua Fire respectively, in case we need that extra element. And Birthday Jacket is an attack card, so it should still serve its purpose for the team, especially since they both duel with Iddia. For Ipo, however, we only got Apple Palm Ipo. Apple Palm Ipo, but a better card couldn't have been made considering it's a void Aqua card that duels with Iddia, and at most, the only thing holding it back is the fact it's an attack card. But it does get a buddy bonus from Kaleem and Iddia, so honestly, like making him the only attack card on your team is still great. Or you just pick Birthday Jacket Twst and make it a balanced squad of defense and attack. Speaking of Kaleem, the final boy, his only real option would be Pop Music Club Kaleem with the buddy bonus with Iddia and Ipo. He wouldn't get any duels since there's no Lilia. And it's a defense unit. Only downside is he is blue-green. But if you don't mind bringing the one-off element, or you just bring in Star Sending Twst, then you're pretty much okay making a blue-green squad. For the last boy, let's just go ahead and patch that part up of no Lilia. Let's just pick Lilia, because honestly, Lilia has surprisingly good amount of versions of him that synergize with Iddia. So yeah, that's why we're picking him. There's no real anyone that really pops out in any of the other buddy bonuses, so that's why we're going Lilia. We have a few options. Personally, I go for Birthday Lilia, who has a buddy bonus with Kaleem and Twst. Or if you want to stick to the Iddia harem, you could go for Groom Lilia, who's a Flora Aqua and a defensive unit. So yeah, or if you want to go for the pure defensive squad and focus on the Fire Aqua side, you could also pick Club Lilia. So the end result for Iddia Masquerade team is a little wonky but flexible compared to Azul's team. You got Masquerade Iddia and Apple Palm Ipo and Club Kaleem. As for the other two, you can pretty much pick anyone between Star Sending Twst and Birthday Jacket Twst, depending on what you need between burst or HP. And the same with Lilia, with Groom Lilia, Birthday Lilia, or Club Lilia. Personally, I'd say Birthday or Club are the better ones, but obviously not everyone's gonna have them. And more people are gonna have Groom Lilia since he was a welfare. But I digress. Let's move on for the next one. The big boy, the great heir apparent of Briar Valley himself, Malleus Draconia, in his first ever event version, and probably his first ever, no, not probably, his actual first ever SSR, not counting birthdays. Okay, moving on from the whale squad. We hopefully have one which it will be a little less expensive. With Masquerade Malleus, a defense Flora Fire unit, which aren't common at all, honestly. Flora Fire are usually balanced or attack units, I'll tell you that right now. With the water spell and his spell 3, so if you will for him, and God knows there's enough Malleus simps out there that will. Here he is. His spell 1 has a heal, his spell 2 duels with Sebek, making it the greatest day of Sebek's life, and a curse immunity on his spell 3. His buddy bonuses are with Jade, a minor HP boost, Vil, a modest HP boost, and Sebek with a minor power boost. And boy, do I have some sad news for all. The TLDR, Vil, and Jade don't really synergize well with Malleus since they don't have any real version that has buddy bonuses with him, at least on the Flora Fire department. Let's start with Sebek, the happiest boy alive, knowing that he is duoing with his Wakasama. Masquerade Sebek is unironically the greatest thing you can pair him up with, especially since he also gains a buddy bonus from Vil. So yeah, and he's a Void Fire unit. So yeah, everything about him is perfect. His other options, though, if you want to try them, are Ceremonial Robes, Sebek, who is a Fire Flora with a Malleus buddy bonus of an 8 modest HP boost, the other one being Jamil, but that doesn't matter, and Apple Palm Sebek, who has a Jade buddy bonus, but like, we want to focus on Malleus. But the Apple Palm one is actually kind of good, especially since it's a defensive one, and the Ceremonial one is an attack one, so yeah. In the end, Masquerade is the better one, though, especially since it brings better synergy to the whole squad. As for the other one, Vil's best one is sadly the unreleased Broomquet Vil, a Flora Fire attack unit with Jade and Sebek buddy bonuses and duels with Jade, but it's an attack unit. And the other one who is out, Birthday Jacket Vil, who has Jade buddy bonus. Sadly, his duel is with Trey, but at least he's a defensive unit. Your cheaper option will include Beanstay Camo Vil and Labwear Vil, but has no buddy bonuses whatsoever. The only saving grace is that they're both defensive units. Finally, for Jade, we have only 2 options. Birthday Jade with a Vil buddy bonus, but nothing else. Even his duo is a Jack. And Beanstay Jade, again, buddy bonus with Sebek, but not Malleus. But at least this one's a defensive unit. We also have an unreleased Tsum Tsum Jade, but it's an attack Fire Flora with Lilia buddy bonus. And Ceremonial Jade with Kalim and Trey buddy bonuses, with a Void Fire spells. Again, no buddy synergies. So picking the final member is gonna be a little tough personally. I'd go for Beanstay Jade and Birthday Jacket Vil, so we have an excuse to just add in Trey. But the best one being Broomquet, it would have to be Ruji. Sadly, Broomquet isn't released, but I'll make a team for both of them, which isn't really that hard since there's only one member being swapped out. For the current released pool, it would be Masquerade Malleus, Masquerade Sebek, Beanstay Jade, Beanstay Vil with PE Silver or Halloween Silver, or Dorm Trey. Silver because just complete the Diasomnia gang. Well, not really complete. The Lilia is not here, but also Halloween Silver just brings in that heal. PE Silver has that better synergy with Malleus. And then there's Trey because heals. If we go for Birthday Jacket Vil, swap out Silver with either Silk Adorned Trey or Dorm Trey for the huge heals. And finally, if this is the future, Broomquet Vil, we go for Ruji, who we have Birthday Ruji or Chef Ruji, depending on which you prefer. And Chef Ruji actually has a buddy bonus with Malleus, having come out with Malleus. Yay! Or if you have him with Spell 3, New Year's Ruji. I know I wish I would be able to get that, but I'm absolutely not going to be able to will him out. Sorry about a little bit of the confusion. I really need to learn how to improve my script writing. I'll make sure to make a note of that on the video when I'm editing it about the whole Trey thing. But yes, Silver or Trey, or if you go Birthday Jacket, just go Trey. But with all of that being said, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you liked the video, or if you found it helpful, leave a comment telling me what I could improve, what you like. And also please remember, I streams Twisted Wonderland weekly on twitch.tv/sleepynubis. I also just recently started posting clips on TikTok and daily on YouTube, so check those out. Bye bye. Hey.